Discover the music tech that powers the biz with your host, Rodney Elliott.
Hey everyone, this is Rodney Elliott here on Music Gear Talk. We definitely are really excited today to talk to Robin Siok-Gray here in a little bit. But first we're going to go over one of our products that we're really excited to talk about, which are the new clear DW drums that just came out.
Product previews. And before we do that, though, we'd like to give a shout out to all of our great sponsors. Our Pitbull Audio at pitbullaudio.com, where they just are an amazing crew with Calvin Lee and the crew over there. They give the best prices, to give the best gear. They are one of the top retail companies in the country. Online, of course, they have their showroom down in National City. On top of that, we've got SIR, yes. SIR is good friends.
SIR USA.
Yes, SIR-USA.com. And SIR provides all the gear, the backline stuff for whether you're a band going on tour. All the major tours use them, as well as companies and corporations that are doing special events or need to have lighting and audio. And then, of course, we've got Showslinger at showslinger.com, and they are out there making it happen for the bands and making that all come about. And my good friends over at Ming and those guys over at the Band Labs. I got tongue-tied there. So with that said, we kind of paid some bills now. We like to review gear here, right, Ronnie?
That's it. That's what we do.
That's what we do. We review gear, technology, and all that fun stuff. Now, we reviewed last week, we reviewed the RM32AI, and that was a good one. So make sure you folks take a listen to that, because you can get some idea. Both Rodney and the company own. So we have a couple of them floating around here. And we like to kind of talk about gear that we own, because, it's near and dear to us. Rodney has your version of being a drummer of an Axe. You have the DW Design Series Clear Acrylic 5-piece kit. Is that not correct, sir?
I'm actually 6, but yes.
You added the...
I added the 18, which it took. I got the 18 first because for some reason it showed up in the mail, and then a year later I still had to wait for it to come in the mail because of shipping, and they had the laws and fights, and who knows what was going on with
Everyone has volume up to 10. You had to go to 11.
Exactly.
So, you know what? It's kind of an interesting thing with drums, because there's so many different types of materials people can make drums out of. On one of our other shows, we've had, specialty drum manufacturers, custom drum manufacturers that have created drums out of different materials. These are acrylic. These are plastic or some type of vinyl. I don't know what you would exactly call
them. Acrylic actually, there's different versions of acrylic. If you are an acrylic fan, which I was because of the Drumlight company that we had on our show a couple episodes ago, the reason why I picked DW out of any of the others, I've actually owned a couple other pair of acrylic drums. They were harder, more dense. They had no flux or no able way of moving at all, but at the same time, they also had a sound I didn't like. But I was a really big fan of DW, period. And these acrylic drums actually will flex. They will move. There's actual movement to them, and they're holding more tone than a normal acrylic drum. So that kind of got me looking into them. I was kind of excited more because I wasn't a fan of the sound. They're a bright, loud drum, which sounds like that's perfect for a lot of drummers, but I was also into tone and recording. So I did a lot of research, and there was a couple other brands, which was Pearl and then Tama. They all decided to come out with the same acrylic drum kit at the same time, but Pearl didn't have a snare.
Yeah.
So why would I want a kit if I can't get a snare? And then Tama didn't have the sizes I wanted, and I kind of was more excited about the DW, so everything kept pushing me towards DW anyways. I did some research. I spoke to a couple of friends who, because they're huge artists, they were able to get them. So here I'm waiting for a year, and I have friends showing up online with their new kit and going, "Oh, thanks," like, I hope you enjoy them. But I asked a lot of questions, did a lot of research, and just really, really excited to get them. And when I got them, I was actually really impressed how good they sounded. So it's been about 6 months, 5 months now of having them. I've had no problems at all. They stay in tune. Of course, they look great now that we put the drum lights in them, so that's just an added addition.
That is Drum Light, the company Drum Light.
Drum Light, exactly.
That was pretty awesome. You did a show this past weekend where you used them, and they were definitely
with Bismarcky.
Yeah, with Bismarcky. That's so random, but so cool.
It was random, but not. It ended up feeling really good. It felt right. That show, I had no idea what we were going to do or how it fit. They want us to play 80s and 90s songs, but at the same time, it just kind of fit the whole evening. Like, we didn't know if people were going to dig us because they were there to see Bismarcky, but ended up, and you were there, people sang over the PA. I heard their voices over a friggin' huge PA house, but I was like, this is insane.
They were totally into those sounds. In fact, I think the acrylic drums kind of offer a little bit to that tonality from back at that time, whether it be electronic drums or having that kind of sound. Well, kind of segueing into that, how does acrylic sound different than organic materials like wood and others?
Well, there's the most amount of drums being made are wood.
Yeah.
They do make, I think the word is opaque acrylic drums, which are similar material, but they actually sound a little different because they're not shiny. They're actually like a white color that you can light them up, so they look real pretty. And they're acrylic also, but most drums are made of wood of some sort. And then now there's a couple other drum companies like Q Drum, which we hope to have on it someday when he's not touring Nine Inch Nails and stuff. And they're making a lot of metal kits. Yeah. So not just the snare, which is metal, brass, chrome, whatever. They're actually making an entire drum set. So sounding amazing, look amazing, totally different sound. Again, just bright and loud. But I went after a drum that I had faith in the company and their product, but I also went after sound. Not all acrylic drums sound the same. Actually, certain acrylic drums don't have tone and they don't hold much of anything. The old Fibes were just like, they were super dense, like no anything. They were just like, there was nothing to them. No. And then a lot of the old Vista lights, same thing. The ones like Zeppelin and stuff they used, they got thuggy. Yeah. And that was because of their size.
Those were the ones, the low Vista lights were the ones I grew up knowing about. So.
Yes. And they made different versions, and they had different makes and models and different sizes. But depending on, you had to have, it's funny, but nowadays you have way more options for drum heads. Yeah. And back then you only had a few options. And so getting the right drum head was just a negative. Like, it was really hard to get them to sound anything other than a thuggy acrylic drum, So I'm excited about the future with acrylic drums. I'm kind of seeing where I'm going to go. Or what?
Are they much heavier?
Opposite. Mine are half the weight. Really? It's a thinner shell, and they flex. Okay. You literally can take your hands and move them. So, which is a good thing. They're not going to crack as easy, but they'll hold tone. Okay. And a lot of people think, well, wouldn't they hold more if they were harder and more dense? But it's the opposite. There's no resonance at all to them.
Playing a bass with acrylic bass, you might as
well. Oh yeah, how did that? I mean, you've done that.
You got to give up your shoulder, dude.
Well,
those things are heavy.
But they look fly. I mean, you got to look good. Yeah. You got to look good.
I always wanted the Armstrong. It's a old school bass, but yeah, acrylic is definitely interesting material. Now, do you find it is more fitting for different types of genres?
I have found a lot of like punk rock and metal, it's just really fast.
Okay.
If it's loud, if it's bright and loud, which is usually like a birch drum, then they like those kind of drums because they're so quick. You're never going to hear a tone because it's just it's so fast. You're not really getting anything. So acrylic kind of is a fun way of a stage show with loud, bright drums, you know. But I don't see a jazz player, I don't see certain rock or mellow, Yanni and all these, like I don't see that type of stuff being relevant to acrylic drums other than a show. Yeah. Everything turns into, they're not looking for sound, they just want it to look a certain way. But at the same time, I think certain drummers would never play them. They're just not for them.
Well, it's interesting because I think acoustical sounds, and it's going to be what we're going to get into in the second and third and fourth segment, how acoustics are really kind of translated in different environments for different reasons and different things. So I think that's kind of cool that you're using these, the acrylic drums. Now, does DW make any other versions of it, or is it just one?
Well, right now, this is the only acrylic version that I know of, but they do make every other wood that there is. They're one of the biggest manufacturers in the world, if not the biggest. They just
bought LP, which is a good friend of ours through Jackie Bertoni, who
we love LP.
Yeah, they push that. That's the Latin percussion for those folks who want to have a full drawn out name to it all. And we are coming down to our first segment. It goes so fast here. This has been Music Gear Talk with Rodney Elliott and Florentino co-piloting today, and we are on Intertalk Radio Networks, the worldwide leader in music business talk. We've got some great shows, and we want to give some shout out to those shows. Of course, Girls Talk Rock was earlier, and they had a great show with Chandler and this incredible new emerging artist that's coming out. And of course, Jackie Bertoni, who had J.R. Robinson, one of the most prolific and profound drummers in ever. I was just amazed by how many different songs he played on during the 80s, 90s. Of course, my show, Changing Stage. And we'll be right back in a few short minutes. Stay tuned.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Thank you for listening to WS Radio. Improve your business and your life with useful information from experts and thought leaders. WS Radio is radio with ROI.
You may have heard me brag about Progressive Medical Center and just how much they've helped me with my health. And Dr. Goli, one thing that you have helped so many people with is migraines.
Unfortunately, there are millions and millions of Americans who are suffering with migraines and headaches, and they're debilitating because it affects the quality of their life, and they cannot function properly. At Progressive, we get to the root cause because we understand that migraines could be caused by nutritional deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, believe it or not, delayed food sensitivities. And once we determine what the real reason is, we put a plan of action together with medication that we get them off slowly, and we put them on an all-natural approach, and the results are amazing.
Incredible. I mean, there's so many people that can say they don't live their lives with migraines anymore thanks to Progressive Medical Center.
And that's what's exciting and rewarding to us as physicians, because we help our patients take control of their health, and that's why they're living well.
Why don't you get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today? Don't live in pain. Don't have migraines anymore. Just go to their website, progressivemedicalcenter.com.
This is your life. Live it well.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, CEO and founder of VinVillage.com and the Wine and Dine Show on Vin Village Radio. Do you have a wine, event, product, or service to promote? Then contact VinVillage.com to reach thousands of wine lovers across the country. VinVillage connects like-minded wine enthusiasts with unique and exclusive wines, events, products, and services. To learn more, contact us on VinVillage.com. VinVillage is where wine lovers connect. Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.
for the music tech that powers the biz with your host, Rodney Elliott. This is the second segment of Music Gear Talk, powered by the mighty Intertalk Radio, the worldwide leader in music business talk, as well as technology and ancillary areas of entertainment and sound today, because we are talking with Robin Siok-Gray from Lamvin Incorporated. You are the CEO of that company, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you know what? Hey, it might help if I actually put the wrong fader up. That's right. That's what I get for driving the show as well as running my mouth. So thank you very much for sitting through all that fun stuff, talking about drums. But
No problem. Thanks for having me.
I'm sure you hear about all that stuff all the time, right?
With your son,
My
as you
son
said.
plays drums.
Oh,
Yes, he does.
no wonder you have sound material. You just had to make sure that you can isolate it.
Exactly. It's all making sense now as
Yes,
we go.
yeah. So, we like to start with the beginning. How did you, your family, everybody get started in this business? Because that's not something you wake up and go, "Oh, I'm going to start an acoustical, materials product development, custom manufacturer."
Yeah. It was started in the 80s. My parents purchased the business, and at that time it was a smaller business. Mainly, Lamvin came from laminated vinyl. Laminated vinyl onto board for classrooms, schools, portable classrooms. Those, they're those portable classrooms that are just dropped on the school site, and they already have the wallpaper and everything on the wall. So that's where the Lamvin came from.
And they were so hot, those portable ones.
Yeah.
I had a couple of those classes.
Yeah, so when my father and my mother purchased the business, it was much smaller, and the acoustical division was just a little side part of it. And there was also regular wallpapering, and my dad really he thought, I'm going to focus on this acoustics, and I think that's really going to go far. And that was 89.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, I was doing my other work at the time, and didn't want to be involved with my parents. And then about 92, I came on board and have been there ever since.
Wow.
And it's grown. It's all acoustics now, all acoustical panels, custom acoustical.
Where did you start
panels.
at? Where was the location?
It was on Miramar Road here in San Diego.
And now you're
Mar Industry Drive, exactly. And then we moved down Miramar Road.
Yeah, not from where we're at right now, far from here.
Right. Mm-hmm. This is the old neighborhood.
And now you're in Oceanside.
Yep. There's been three moves, Mar Industry Drive, then Miramar Road, and then now we're up in Oceanside.
Oh, beautiful location, by the way. I saw pictures.
Yeah. We've grown, so each location's been bigger and bigger, so that's...
And as you're growing, is it because of contractors getting bigger and bigger and bigger, clients that are needing it, and you're just supply and demand as you grow?
Yeah, supply and demand. There's more need for acoustics. They're finding in schools. Yeah. It improves learning, without having reverb bouncing off the walls when the kids are all loud in the classroom and everything. And it's...
Yeah, and a good acoustically treated environment, sonic environment, really is something that it helps you, from your emotional state, from what I understand. Coming from, I'm an engineer, and Rodney's an engineer, and I know that audio fatigue is a big part of what goes on with what we do. So,
audio fatigue.
Yes, audio fatigue. That is it.
Never heard that.
Really? Yeah, we get that all the time. If you talk to any engineer, there's only a certain amount of time that you can sit there and listen, and if the room is acoustically treated, it gives you a little bit more. You can kind of sit there and you don't have to worry about all these different the sound waves and everything kind of hitting you in different ways. So I know that I after probably about 5-6 hours of mixing, I'm like I can't do this anymore. So. I want to kind of go back a little bit to the beginning. So you were here in Miramar, and your parents were running the show, because it's very interesting. I'm going to kind of bring up the topic that you're a lady in this business, and that's who's running this company, and you're the CEO. You call all the shots. That isn't typical in what we've found with the music gear companies. When you were doing that, our listeners right now are looking at different types of, careers in this business. What were some of the challenges that you faced when you took over the business? Where A, you're taking over from your parents, and B, that you're a lady in the business. Did you find there were any challenges? And what if there were? What were they?
Well, I purchased the business from my parents. They were kind of retired before 2008, but in 2008 they kind of just said, "We're really done, and do you want to, buy it from us and give it to me?" So it was my ex-husband and I at the time.
Ah, okay.
Well, he was an ex at the time, 2008. So now he's an
Another
segment,
segment.
it's
that's a different show. But we'll go with that.
So, Girls Talk Rock. I'll go over there and talk to them. But it's been, so then there's a divorce, and the family business came back to me, and it's been good because now I'm certified as a Woman Business Enterprise, WBE, which certifies us to qualify for, when there's requirements for contractors to hire a minority-owned business. And they can meet that criteria by having us supply their acoustics rather than, a competitor that might be equal. I kind of have that little edge.
Yeah.
Nice.
Use what you can. Now, did you, when you were kind of in the transition phase, did you find you had to go to school or try to understand acoustical treatments and the environments that you're going to start?
No, because I've been there since,
I guess, it's kind of like...
with...
You've learned hands-on, literally. You knew every single aspect of it from start to finish, I'm sure.
Have
you put your 2 cents in and have any innovative, new, creative stuff that you have only done since your parents are done and you've moved on and now you're the owner? Have you added anything?
There's a lot of transition with our catalog, and our website are in the process of being updated now. I mean, it was updated in 2008, but I don't think it's been updated since then. Our catalog and website is a bit old, but that's what I'm currently working on right now. And I keep getting all these other... Fortunately, we've been busy, and I keep on getting all these other distractions. And
people just want to give you money. They just want to give you money.
Take their money.
And I'm like, I just emailed the catalog lady today, and I'm like, I meant to get back with you last week, and I meant to get back with you today, and I just keep getting distracted, and I'm gonna reply to you tomorrow.
I promise.
I promise I'm gonna reply to you tomorrow.
Now, your company's kind of in a unique position where it is predominantly, like you mentioned, custom work. So you don't really. I would imagine you have some materials. I know Rodney did a bit of research on this. I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, we're custom. We're not a retail shop where anyone could walk in. If you walk in and it's everything's just we have a fiberglass core, and there's raw fiberglass cores, and there's you can't walk in and purchase anything off the shelf.
Yeah,
everything's made to order, custom size, custom fabric of your choice, or
If my name was Dave Mustaine, though, would I ever have dealt directly with you, or would it still be a contractor that he hired that you made the cool stuff for Megadeth?
She told you about that.
Gotta know. It's
we got the inside scoop. You got to watch out.
We know what's up.
I'm sorry. What was?
So would he be a special person that you'd actually talk to directly, or would you still be using his contractor and they come to you and just ask what he's looking for?
Well, it all depends. It all depends on local. We're nationwide, so sometimes a lot of our stuff is not local, and we are a manufacturer. We don't install. Right. Everyone usually comes with their sizes and quantities.
They know what they want, and
they know what they want, and we make it.
You gotta,
But if someone's local, if someone like Beth, I keep saying her name, someone we know,
we all know,
and that we're friends with, that's another story.
Yeah.
But
we're looking forward to getting her studio rocking.
But I don't have. No one that works there goes to job sites or anything.
Yeah, it's not that environment. You're the custom aspect.
Yeah, we're strictly a manufacturer.
From a kind of a different note, have you ever worked with WSDG? They are an acoustical treatment firm that they do everything from the Brazilian soccer stadium to Art Institute studios. I'm just curious. We just work with those guys. That's why we might want to refer you over to them.
What is it called?
WSDG is the name of the company. John Stork is the CEO and the owner, and he's pretty much done every major recording studio. And
that name sounds familiar.
Yeah,
John Stork sounds familiar.
They've probably bought from you before different materials. They definitely they use different materials for different things, and it's kind of a good segue because you're not just about studios. Obviously, we're a little bit more music centric here,
right?
But acoustical treatment goes into everything from, you said, schools where you guys started off with, to studios, to churches, to
restaurants.
Restaurants, they're all over.
Loud restaurants.
Yeah.
Very loud, bright. Just, you would be essential.
Radio stations, you name it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, have you ever been surprised by any industry that was going to use some of your materials that you found out about? Oh, you know what? So interested in this. We're running out of time here. Let's keep that thought though, because we got about 30 seconds left in the segment. But let's give some shout outs to where they can find your company. URLs?
How do we find your company?
Well, our website is www.lamvin.com.
Yeah.
LAMVIN. And
you got to find a contractor though to get to this material, right?
Yeah, or you can get a quote. There's a link on there to get a quote. Send your information, your dimensions and sizes, and
nice.
Awesome. Awesome. This has been Music Gear Talk. Yeah, music tells us that we are ready to rock and roll for the next segment. It's been Music Gear Talk, powered by the mighty Intertalk Radio Networks with Rodney Elliott Florentino and, of course, Robin. We'll be right back.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
On the internet, your business's reputation can be unjustly destroyed in an instant. Don't wait for that to happen. Building and marketing your 5-star reputation can increase your business by as much as 19%. Take control of your reputation and have the 5-star reputation you deserve with Reputation Marketing Solutions by DSI Development. Become the go-to company by visiting 5starrepmarketing.com. The number 5starrepmarketing.com.
Has your business been appified? Are you tired of doing marketing that doesn't deliver results? Mobile apps build loyalty and quality retention. Your app from UPG Mobile puts your business on their mind and at their fingertips. UPG Mobile will give you a custom app highlighting how you are unique, targeting your message, and improving your open rates. Appify your business and amplify your presence with your customers at upgmobilemarketinggroup.com.
You've heard me bragging about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me feel so much healthier. But one thing, Dr. Agoli, that a lot of people come to you with is just unexplained pain. They just can't get any relief. Why can Progressive Medical Center's Pain Management Center help them?
First of all, we have to acknowledge that pain is for real, and you've got acute pain and chronic pain. Here's the problem. That acute pain turns to chronic, which is long-standing, and no one's getting to the root cause. There's several key diagnostic components that help us get to the root of what's causing this pain. Is it inflammation? Once we do a thorough evaluation to get to the root cause, determine if it's structural or if it's a metabolic issue. And this way, we put an individualized program for pain management involving correcting the spine, using certain injections when necessary, and we get our patients out of pain quicker, and they stay out of pain because we teach them how to live their life well.
Don't let yourself live in pain any longer. Get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today at progressivemedicalcenter.com.
Progressive Medical, this is your life, live it well.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Welcome to Music Gear Talk. Discover the music tech that powers the biz with your host, Rodney Elliott.
Hey everyone, this is Rodney Elliott here with Music Gear Talk. Wanted to thank Pitbull Audio and SIR for sponsoring us. We're really excited to talk more with Robin Siok-Gray here with Lamvin. So where we left off, we were asking you if you had any unique or strange or different places that used your material that you were surprised at.
Unique or strange?
Just something different, like you had no idea they could even use it there.
No, not really, because there's a need everywhere.
Right. And do you get to even see, I mean, like you said, your world all over the place, so unless it's in San Diego, you don't really see it. But have you seen a couple places that actually use your...
sometimes I'll go into a restaurant or somewhere and I'll think, or, movie theaters, I'm always touching the walls. And I think, did we do this job? And have to kind of reflect back because we're the manufacturer, so
right.
we're hired by the subcontractor or the contractor,
right?
And so it's just, the end user is just a job name,
right? You never really
us.
Exactly.
We don't have to go on site or anything,
sure.
Which is nice. Yeah, I could go to work in whatever I want to wear.
But once in a while, you have seen something you're like, this is definitely us.
Yeah, but it is nice. When there's a local job, I like to go and see and take pictures.
Which we're going to be doing at Best Studio.
Yeah, you brought some gear. You got, not really gear, but I guess it would be kind of like gear.
It's gear. It's
sound
gear.
Gear is whatever you use to make the music, right?
Exactly.
So you got some materials here. In fact, Rodney, you got some sheets on you right in front of you that tell you about all this fun stuff.
Yeah, so there's a couple different things that I just wanted to ask about, which was there's ultra high impact acoustical wall and ceiling panels. There's high impact tackable. So, I mean, these are just there's different aspects of the materials. Do you have like a testing lab or a place that you test this stuff, or is there someone that...
they are sent off for testing
for
sound.
And they pick and choose which
testing.
one they like and the one that works best for their facility?
If on site, the acoustical engineer, if someone wants to hire an acoustical engineer to do that, they would do that and then advise, or the architect would, and then they would advise what product would be best for them. And we do also, if someone calls us directly, we always recommend the high impact, which has a stronger face over the fiberglass core.
Okay.
We recommend, if your panels are low and going to be hit by chairs or touched by
it won't dent
children.
Or,
it
yeah,
won't
I
dent.
love that idea.
Yeah.
Now, what is the material that's in these? I've touched them.
It's a fiberglass core.
Okay.
And it's fiberglass. Where would you get fiberglass from? Where's the actual place that you get fiberglass? Do you make
raw fiberglass? We get it up in L.A.
You get it in L.A. and then you just have it
by the truckloads.
Wow.
So, yeah. You just can't go buy a couple sheets of fiberglass for each order. So.
I was told to wear a mask and a long sleeve shirt when I do come to your facility.
Now, when you look at these are definitely a lot more attractive. How do these? What is the principle behind these? Sound absorbers? Are they going to be different than, say, like some of the foam stuff that we have on the walls here? How does this react to audio? And what's the principle?
Well, they both absorb.
Yeah.
But ours is more appealing.
Oh, yeah.
Like for restaurants, libraries, schools, music studios. If you want to be a little more appealing,
pictures.
More custom, any shaped circles, triangles.
Well, I love the custom. We're using our friend Chris Beal who prints on them. Was that something new? Is that like a newer product that you literally can almost
make anything?
It's been out
for a few years. Yeah, it's been out for a few years.
And have you gotten a lot of requests because it just looks so appealing? They're like, oh, we can literally, it just looks like a painting on the wall, but it's actually acoustical.
Yes.
Oh, I love that idea.
The printed is becoming very popular.
Very cool, very cool.
Popular. And we could,
And it's got a amazing feel to it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's soft, but it looks like a picture that you would buy at an art gallery.
Now, is this a special type of material that you use to cover the fiberglass?
Yes, it's an acoustically transparent fabric.
Okay.
That's printed on any custom design. We don't have designs in stock, so it's whatever
they want.
Yeah,
Make it
whatever.
happen.
Just any size, any form.
Any shape, any size.
Has there been any? Can you do like crazy shapes, like maybe say like figures or anything like that?
Yes, we have a water jet saw.
Okay.
So it just punctures
and does
the
that.
soft fiberglass. And
so we like crazy things here. What is the craziest thing that you've ever seen come out of there? Like, what shape have you seen besides a square, circle, or like was there a character or anything like that? Did Disney make a bunch of Mickey Mouses?
No, we did do. It wasn't a shape, but we did do the Despicable Me ride at Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
Was that Disneyland or was that Universal Studios?
All I know is I'm going to go see Harry Potter soon, so if you got to connect there, I got to go there.
But that was a printed
that
panel job. That was inside the ride, and it looks like bolts and like metal.
Oh, okay.
Looks like metal plates.
Wow. Oh, is that right?
And
I know
it's
you're talking
fabric.
about.
It's printed fabric.
Wow.
And now this fabric here has more of a texture to it, and that all has to do with the sound, and it's going to change the sound depending on what texture. And this seems more of a thin, stretchy type material that gets glued onto. And then I also wanted to ask, is there specific categories of depth that, like, this one's way thicker? The
thicker it is, the more it'll absorb.
The more it'll absorb.
Yeah,
okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 inch is pretty standard. 1 inch is standard as well, and then you get to 3 to 4 inches. You also go to 1.5 inches, do 3/4 inch.
And do you have a computer that you go on to your computer and then you have the drawing or whatever the product is, and then that's what the water cutter is actually going to cut from the picture from a computer, and it'll go in.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's all programmed.
Interesting.
On the computer. It's really neat to see.
Well, we're going to have to do that very, very
You'll
soon,
have to
actually.
come visit.
You think you want to play in the water, but it doesn't sound like that would probably be a smart idea.
Don't put your hand under
water.
that. There's one that you never want to put your hand under for sure.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of crazy. Now, I've done some treatment. I'm not the expert in acoustical treatment. I didn't do this room, by the way. I would like
you get total credit for this.
No, the other room I did. I actually did the other one.
Okay.
We used some, just basically, cheap, like foam to kind of help deaden the sound. But I know that like the Rox wool is what typically something that's like this is like the squares that are made of. A little bit similar to that. It's what is that? Corning, but it's not fiberglass. It's a kind of a wool. It's really a little bit. It's a little softer than this, but not but it's firmer than the foam. How does your material compare to?
Is it colorful?
No, it's really gray, and then they put material on top of it, kind of very similar to that. But usually they have to put a frame to hold it in. I'm trying to remember what the Corning.
Like a metal frame.
Yeah, it's either metal or wood. They put it, and they put it's a certain type of wool. It's like it's a wool that they've used. So I didn't know
do you use other materials?
Normally on the ceiling.
No, it's usually sound diffusers on the walls. Mm-hmm. I could look it up in the break, but essentially, there's different materials for different sonic treatments. I was wondering if you guys use pretty much the same material, but you do it in different sizes, or do you actually use different materials?
The main product is a fiberglass core.
Okay.
We also have a polyester core that's more environmentally friendly.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and then we do have diffusers as well.
Have you used denim at all, or cardboard, or any of the newer materials that are all? I've had a friend do an entire recording studio with denim. It's literally like ripped up jeans that are condensed down into sound baffles like this. So I didn't know if you
Nope.
have experienced or work with that yet.
We had a job with something with fabric that looked like denim.
Nice.
For Levi's.
No, that would make sense why you would make it for them, since they're using the product that you want to make it look like. Now, moving into, do you have a new material, a new product coming out or anything? What's the newest product that you have right now that you're excited about?
I do have a new product coming out.
Are we allowed to talk about it?
I don't know, because I haven't
Innovative.
I haven't named it yet.
Oh,
I get to name it, and I haven't named it yet.
And what materials would it be made of?
And it's not in the catalog or website yet, and so I don't want it to be stolen.
Oh.
We would tell you people, but we'd have to kill you. Everyone,
exactly.
all the hundreds of thousands of people listening right now.
Exactly.
We will send out. We will put fiberglass in your home.
It's very colorful. It's very. It's green. It's a green product,
My
so
favorite.
environmentally friendly.
Love it.
And
that's going to sell on itself. Just people want
it's
everything.
It's going to go in the catalog.
Very cool.
And on the new website.
When you come up with a name.
When I come up with a name.
You have to name it Rodney, just because now it's just there. I was like, where'd you get a name like that? Oh, he named it.
He named it. Yeah, I'm thinking of a name. That's on my to-do list.
Something's
also.
just going to click. It'll just
Yeah.
make sense for that product. You'll just say that's the name of it because that's what reminds you of it, I'm sure. So,
And the name, I found it. The name of the material I was talking about is Roxul, Roxul. It's like I said, it's a slightly harder board, but it's not as hard as the fiber there. Ooh, you know what? Music tells us it's another commercial break.
Another
Cosmetically
commercial.
appealing.
Yeah, take us out, Rodney.
We want to thank Pitbull Audio, and we want to thank SIR, and we look forward to having you back in a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
On the internet, your business's reputation can be unjustly destroyed in an instant. Don't wait for that to happen. Building and marketing your 5-star reputation can increase your business by as much as 19%. Take control of your reputation and have the 5-star reputation you deserve with Reputation Marketing Solutions by DSI Development. Become the go-to company by visiting 5starrepmarketing.com. The number 5starrepmarketing.com.
I raised $8,000 to build schools for South African children. After realizing how many people go hungry in San Diego, I now volunteer at a food pantry.
I'm spending the next year doing volunteer projects across 3 countries and helping in ways they designate to be the most helpful.
The World Link program at the Joan B. Kroc Institute for Peace and Justice recognizes the potential of youth as agents of social change. Learn how you can help youth become a generation of leaders in action at peace.sandiego.edu.
You've heard me bragging about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me feel so much healthier. But one thing, Dr. Agoli, that a lot of people come to you with is just unexplained pain. They just can't get any relief. Why can Progressive Medical Center's Pain Management Center help them?
First of all, we have to acknowledge that pain is for real, and you've got acute pain and chronic pain. Here's the problem. That acute pain turns to chronic, which is long-standing, and no one's getting to the root cause. There's several key diagnostic components that help us get to the root of what's causing this pain. Is it inflammation? Once we do a thorough evaluation to get to the root cause, determine if it's structural or if it's a metabolic issue. And this way, we put an individualized program for pain management involving correcting the spine, using certain injections when necessary, and we get our patients out of pain quicker, and they stay out of pain because we teach them how to live their life well.
Don't let yourself live in pain any longer. Get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today at progressivemedicalcenter.com.
Progressive Medical Acoustical. This is your life, live it well.
Welcome to Music Gear Talk. Discover the music tech that powers the biz with your host, Rodney Elliott.
Hey everyone, this is Rodney with Music Gear Talk. We are so lucky to have Robin Siok-Gray here on with us. I wanted to just roll right into, I know you're not wanting a gazillion technical questions on it, but there's a lot of different versions of things, like there's barrel diffusers, there's basic acoustical wall treatments, there's hanging acoustic wall baffles. I mean, do you have certain people that you work with that they just know, or do they come to you for questions on what do you recommend? Like, how do you, is it most of the time just people already know what they want and you're just making it for them, or do a couple people actually come to you and ask opinions and want your...
Both. We recommend, some people come and they're not sure what to put in their space.
Right.
And so we'll make recommendations. But a lot of our customers are, like I said, the subcontractors and contractors that have used us before.
They already know what they want most of.
Or they're acoustical subcontractors, and that's what they do. And we were their supplier.
Got it.
So they go to the job site, and they, in a large space, they'll be hanging baffles in, theaters and auditoriums or concert halls. There'll be hanging baffles. And
nice.
Makes me wonder how many places I've been where you've touched it with.
That's what made me think. I'm like,
there's
I want to know.
There's a lot, and I don't even remember them.
And
we do a lot of work. We haven't done. We do work in San Diego, but a lot of our work is in Northern California and LA.
Okay.
And
I lived in both.
Yeah, Las Vegas.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Literally a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm going next week. Yeah, I'll be back for NAB. Are you guys going to be at NAB by any chance? It's our broadcasters convention, radio station, stuff like this. So let's kind of get to the brass tacks of it all, the bottom line. How much would a panel, say something like what you're seeing here, which is probably around a 2x4, or actually that's probably bigger than 4 feet, but probably about 2x5 or 2x4 foot, like let's say they wanted to make a panel. What would something like that run?
Well, we have a variety of panels and a variety of fabrics that you could choose from, but that's all ordered.
Yeah, custom
as it, but a basic, like a basic panel like this one here, it's a 1-inch panel with a basic fabric runs, and it also depends on quantity.
Because what's a 1x1, right? 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 inch.
Yeah, this is one inch thick,
yeah.
And that's just a 12-inch sample. But this is about $8 to $10 a square foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
For a 1-inch basic.
And you sell tens of thousands of them.
We want your job. We want your money. That sounds like good money.
So,
that's like I said, but it also depends on quantity as well. If we're doing, a one wall somewhere versus several different classrooms or a library or a restaurant or a venue. Yeah. We didn't do the whole. We did do the LA Forum, not the whole Forum.
Yeah, wow.
But that was several years ago. We didn't do the whole Forum. Would have been nice, but we didn't do the whole Forum.
All those sporting figures over there.
So something larger like that, the square foot price goes down.
Yeah.
Well, where they really need it though is the sports arena here.
Oh,
they have some super shaggy foam hanging.
Yeah.
And it's like sports arena, you have to say sports arena.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Yeah. Except for when Rebecca Jade sings the Gulls song, which is really, really cool. I actually text her for that. But it's just so shaggy. It's unprofessional and it's unsafe. They're literally just
because they're so old.
And they just drilled holes and they're hanging foam from little holes, and it's just anytime going to fall on people, which probably has. And they need to call you.
Yeah, don't
the contractor.
Don't hold your. No one holds lighters up anymore, but don't hold your lighter up.
Yeah, I wouldn't get that tall. Exactly, which is another question. Is
Need
all
Lamvin
of it
up in that
fire?
joint.
Yes.
That's a
It's
really
all
big
Class
one.
A.
Yeah.
Yep, fire
That makes
rated.
it a really big deal.
We couldn't be in schools if we weren't.
And here's a question I had. So there's specific materials that you would save the actual material because it matches like a fabric. I've heard you have rolls and rolls of fabric that you save. How many years do you save it for that client just in case they need more of something before you actually let it go?
We
and
save it for a couple of years. Someone might call back and say, "Oh, we kind of want to, add a couple extra panels or something," even though, the room might fade. But instead of having to order a new dye lot, we'll go into our computer, find out what shelf that old fabric's on, pull it back out, and make them another panel in the exact same fabric that they used the first time.
So if something happens where first of all, where would you ditch all the old fabric? You got to make room, even though you have a huge warehouse. Do you just get rid of it somehow?
I'm considering in the process of that fabric right now.
That's where we're going with this. We're just trying to this is a Beth idea that we're going with. I'm curious how that would work, because there's a lot of local studios and people that would actually be interested in materials that they didn't know even existed, much less materials that you actually want to unload. So it's a good way to, I think, get rid of stuff and have
wall
people.
Carpet that I definitely need to unload, and that's just rolls of wall carpet.
And what's the difference between wall carpet and floor carpet?
Not on a panel.
Is wall carpet like a different material?
It's a bit thinner. Yeah, it's thinner. You just hang it on the wall like wallpaper.
Like wallpaper, it's just material.
It won't absorb as much as it would if it's on a panel.
Sure, because that's obviously the diffuser of it
But
all.
I have some rolls of that I've had for a very long time.
But not from the 70s. It's not like lime green or nothing.
I totally want some of that.
That's what I was thinking. Someone likes that.
We'll show you the
we're greens and grays, and
we'll show you our crazy kooky 70s, 60s furniture that we have in the back. That's going to be in the rock and roll room eventually. It's got a green, lime green kind of velour kind of thing going on there. So it's pretty fun. This big giant couch too. I think it's 12 feet or something like that.
Yeah, I apparently got into acoustics when I was a teenager with my high school boyfriend who was a drummer, and we stapled. It was like the foam apple things from the grocery store that hold the apples in the crates. We stapled those on his wall, and then scrap carpet, stapled that over the apple.
You had no idea
crates.
that you were going to be this mogul of awesomeness later.
Acoustical mogul. I like that.
And then
she's
that was
like
back
the
in
one.
Hawaii, and then that really got stinky.
Well, it's Hawaii.
Yeah, the humidity.
Yeah,
but it was Hawaii. I mean, you weren't suffering in Hawaii. Isn't like the worst place.
I think you need to change the card to acoustical mogul. I think that would be awesome.
Mogul just sounds,
It fits you.
And if you saw her building, her building's literally like this whole block. I mean, it's huge. So.
No fancy names for
okay,
me.
no Grand Poobah, nothing like that.
Grand Poobah. I'm digging. You're going in this direction. I kind of like this.
Well, we have to show you the respect, But
no,
we got about a minute left here. This has been fun. See, I told you it's going to go quick. I'm amazed by all the quality of the materials. I've seen a lot of acoustical, treatments. Like I said, these are pretty much like the entry level stuff. I think it's like
we are custom, and we've got a great crew. They're like family, and they've been there for a very, very long time, and I'm very grateful for everybody there at Lamvin. And we check everything, and we're very precise and not half-ass.
Yeah.
You can say that, right?
You're allowed to say ass.
You could say half-ass.
We're not FCC. We got a couple of other ones that let the F-bombs fly in a couple of other shows. I don't, but
our quality is great and custom.
That's what it is. It's all about doing it the way that makes sense for you and doing it with the quality that's going to bring out, for us, at least musicians, the musical creativity.
So there's a quote link on the website.
And that's
Lamvin.com.
There we go. So, Rodney, it's our, another show down. This has been Music Gear Talk on intertalkradio.com. Tune in next week.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Take a break from politics. Tune in and learn something. WS Radio shows are worth your time and are filled with tips and advice. Add us to your lunch routine, and we'll give you a meal for your mind.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Do you want to be a professional coach? Are you in business trying to make a real difference with people you manage or work with? Have you started a coaching practice that isn't quite getting off the ground? Get the skills you need to be a successful coach today with the Coaches Training Program from Accomplishment Coaching. The Coaches Training Program will show you how to help others focus and be more fulfilled. Whether you want to improve your company's bottom line or create a thriving coaching practice, Accomplishment Coaching can give you the distinctions and practices you need to coach others effectively today. Accomplishment Coaching has spent 6 years developing a cutting-edge coaches training program that will have you ready to coach people professionally in just 12 months, and you don't have to take time off work to do it. To find out more about the Coaches Training Program, just call 1-888-548-6813. That's 1-888-548-6813.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.